At Miraval, creating balance begins with mindfulness and extends to an awareness of our digital lives. We created Miraval Mode for our guests to unplug and be present at our resort destinations. It asks everyone to use their digital devices only in designated areas. Step away from screens, emails, and notifications so you can fully connect to each experience. Joining us today is the author of How to Break Up with Your Phone, founder of Screen Life Balance, and Miraval's Digital Wellness Ambassador, Catherine Price. Together, we will reveal the science behind the tools Miraval Resorts offers to keep life in balance, on and off screens.
Technology is a double-edged sword. It lets us log in remotely and work from anywhere, but it also keeps many of us perpetually tethered, even when we need a break. Our lack of role models or guidelines for digital etiquette makes it hard to create healthy boundaries with our devices. This is why Miraval Mode is so important. It lets you fully disconnect on your own terms. More than a momentary benefit, it offers a perspective and a plan that you can apply to your work or home life. Miraval Mode can feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable at first. We've gotten so used to constant stimulation that even when we take a break from our devices, our brains keep sprinting full tilt. But far from slowing us down, Miraval Mode can help us become more productive and efficient. Whereas multitasking challenges our concentration and connection, Miraval Mode refreshes us and helps us stay focused. By making us more present, it strengthens our relationships. It reduces burnout and keeps us motivated and engaged. Here are some suggestions for how you can use Miraval Mode to model healthy digital habits for everyone on your team or in your household. Start by trying to do just one thing at a time and encourage others to do the same. If you are working on a presentation, limit the number of browser tabs you have open at one time and don't leave your inbox open in the background. If you're on a phone call, focus on the phone call. Don't simultaneously try to answer email. The same goes for when you're at home. If you're watching a movie, just watch the movie. Don't text. When you're eating dinner, keep everyone's phones off the table, or better yet, in a different room entirely. Next, create guidelines for digital etiquette. Miraval encourages guests and colleagues to activate an out-of-office message when they're away from work. We encourage colleagues to only check their inboxes at set points during the day and to call each other for urgent matters, a technique that greatly boosts productivity because it reduces the number of times each day people are interrupted by new messages. In short, if you want to be a better leader and inspire your team, it's essential that you set boundaries with technology for your colleagues, for your employees, and for yourself. Miraval Mode is a great first step.
At Miraval, human connections grow and thrive every day when people free themselves from technology's confines. Digital devices connect us in many practical ways, but our most elemental relationships flourish best in their absence. Make a connection. Be authentic. Boundaries between work and life keep dissolving, pushing us to engage primarily through electronics. Our spontaneous connections that predated digital life are harder to come by. We can recreate them by sharing our most human and authentic selves in real life and real time. Be vulnerable. Vulnerability does not mean weakness. Instead, it reflects the courage to be yourself. Reach out to someone who might be struggling or celebrating. Ask someone for help. With vulnerability comes empathy and an ability to bond with others in a mutual exchange of respect and camaraderie. This is how we build community. Get outside. Exploring nature is a grounding alternative to the virtual world. It can unite your team and expand group limits. Being outdoors triggers such a release of endorphins that some researchers use the term outdorphins to refer to the feel-good chemicals that emerge when we go outside. Digital devices should enhance our relationships, not replace or distract us from them. If they diminish or confuse our human connections, it's time to rethink how we utilize them. Like any tool, if it's not used properly, it won't perform any task well. When we expand our digital awareness, we can lean into Miraval Mode and regain the agency to lead ourselves and others into a space with scheduled retreats from the digital world. See how it can also teach us to have a healthy relationship with social media in our next episode.